Hey everybody, this is Peter with Cooking with Peter. Today we're going to be making a super easy pork chili verde, and we're going to be doing it right here in the Ninja Smart XL pressure cooker. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to go over with you the list of ingredients for today, and I'm going to be using about 2 poblano peppers. Now these are pretty large poblano peppers, as you can see, and I've cut those in half. I've taken out the seeds and the veins and all of these peppers I'm going to show you. We have about a ½ pound of tomatillos, and they're going to be right here. We have about 2 or 3 Anaheim peppers, which are a long pepper like this, and again I took out all the seeds and the veins. We have a couple of serrano peppers, which are very small. Now these are powerful peppers, but they have a lot of good flavor in them. So I always use the serrano peppers. We have a chopped up onion. You want to chop it up just in pieces such as that right there, nothing small. And then we have about 6 garlic cloves. Over here, I have about 4 pounds of pork butt, and I have sliced this into bite-sized pieces like you're seeing here. I did take apart the pork butt. This is a boneless pork butt, and I sliced off a lot of the fat, a lot of the tissues. And so you want to start with a pork butt that's about 5.5 or 5.5 pounds, because you're going to be cutting off a lot of the fat, a lot of the tissues, and as you can see, the pork has a lot of fat right inside the pork, so you don't need to keep all of that junk meat, as I call it. And then we're going to be having some of the Kinder's Chili Verde seasoning. We have about a 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin. We have some salt, oil for cooking the pork, and some water we'll be putting in the pressure cooker soon. I'm going to take these peppers and put them into the oven in the broiler to roast the peppers, onions, and garlic for about 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it because you don't want them to burn. You're just trying to roast the peppers, onions, and the garlic. So we're going to do that, and we'll be right back. As many of you know, I spent the majority of my adult life living in Arizona, and we have really fantastic Mexican restaurants in Arizona. And of course, we're being very close to the border. We have a lot of access to really good Mexican cooks. So what I'm using today is the Ninja Smart XL Pro pressure cooker. I know that as Ninja buyers, Ninja appliance buyers, we all want to get the latest and greatest. And to tell you the truth, I had set this one aside for quite a while, but I really think this is one of the best Ninja products Ninja has ever come out with. It does so many things, and one of the best things I'm going to show you today is that it pressure cooks this pork chili verde extremely well in just about 45 minutes. So I have been preheating this Ninja XL cooker on sear and saute. So right now it's quite warm inside, and I'm going to be putting in a little bit of oil. Now this is actually a non-stick vessel inside, but just to be on the safe side, I'll put in a little bit of oil. So I want you to simply brown this pork a little bit. I'm just going to throw it all in, just like that. And I'll stir it around, and we're just going to get it started cooking. Just like this, move it around a bit. And the one thing I'll tell you is that I used, when I sliced the pork in the refrigerator, I let it sit for a couple of hours, and I put about 2 tablespoons of this Kinder's Chili Verde onto the pork just to let it start marinating. So I did that earlier today. So we're going to let this just cook for a while, and as you get a little bit of color on it, we'll be back and we'll continue the process of this super easy pork chili verde. Okay, the pork has been cooking for a while here in the Ninja pressure cooker. And then I'm going to now take these vegetables over to a cutting board, and we're just going to rough chop these vegetables. So just like this. And this will make them melt down, so to speak, in the pressure cooker more quickly. And I've already chopped up the onions, so we're good with that. And these tomatillos are going to fall apart very easily anyway, so I'm not too concerned about those. Okay, very good. Now let's put these all right back here. And now we're going to move these over to the Ninja machine. So I'll open this back up and put all of this right inside, just like this. Okay. Now, the recipes for this actually call for no added water. However, since I roasted the vegetables, the peppers, the onion, the garlic, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and just add half a cup of water to this. And now I need to add 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, which is here. Just put that over on the top. And now we're going to add a good pinch of salt. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I invite you to become a member of our Cooking with Peter family. We're growing by leaps and bounds, and now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll receive a notification every time we post a new video. And by the way, I have 2 more special ingredients that are going to go into this mixture at the end, so you want to be sure to hang around for that, because there's a few more steps to making this really easy Pork Chile Verde. It is going to be delicious, and I'm going to close this up now, turn the machine off, and now I'm going to move this over to pressure cook. And you can see here, turn it on, high, and now we're going to move this to 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. Now this pressure cooker has the ability to use a delayed expelling of the steam, or it can be immediate. They actually refer to it as a quick release or just a timed release, and you can select that all right here with this particular unit. So I'm going to hit this one, is hit a natural release, which means that the pressure is going to stay here for a few more minutes after it stops cooking. So now we'll press the start button. It's going to preheat for a few minutes, and then we're going to be starting out on the pressure cooking of this wonderful Pork Chile Verde. We'll be right back. Okay guys, we are now finishing up the 30 minutes of pressure cooking in the Ninja Smart XL pressure cooker. Again, I want to tell you that this is one of the best machines that Ninja ever came out with. I have set this aside for a while. I've been using other Ninja machines. I'm going back to this one because it does so many things. So I just want to share with you what it does. Number one, of course, it does pressure cooking, steam crisp, steam and bake, air fry, broil, bake, roast, dehydrate, proofing bread. That to me is a big one. Sear and saute, so you can treat it like a skillet on your stove. It'll steam. It'll do sous vide for you. It'll do slow cooking, and it will also has a yogurt setting, so you can also make yogurt in here as well. So we're now finished with the 30 minutes of cooking. I'm going to let this do a natural release for 10 minutes. And at the 10-minute mark, I'm going to let the pressure off, and then we'll come back and do the last step of our Pork Chile Verde. Okay, the natural release of the pressure cooker has been going for about 12 or 13 minutes. So I'm just going to let off the pressure, and this will maybe take 3 or 4 minutes. So as the pressure releases, I will show you what's going to happen next, and we'll be right back. Okay, the next step of the Pork Chile Verde, all the pressure has come off. We're just going to slide this over, and now I'm going to lift the top, and you're going to see all that steam coming out. What we have to do now is we just have to remove the pork. So there's several pieces in here, and try to leave the peppers and the onions inside the cooker. We just want the pork. So if you see Any peppers, just try to take that and send that back. So I'm going to get the pork out of here, and then we're going to go on to the next step. Okay, we're ready for one of the last steps of our chili pork verde, and I'm going to be using the immersion blender. If you remember years ago, Emerald used to call it the boat motor. So we need to blend up the peppers and the sauce. So I'm going to be using the blender here. I want to show you a couple of secret ingredients. This is about a tablespoon of soy sauce. This is going to give this sauce an incredible flavor. I'm just going to pour that in, and I'm going to squeeze in a couple of limes. Just the juice is really going to brighten up that chili verde sauce. Then the other half will go in, just like that. And now we're going to put in our pork that I took out a few minutes ago. And now I've chopped up about half a bunch of cilantro. So this is optional, don't have to put it in. If you don't like cilantro, don't put it in. But we'll put in about half of that, and I'm going to save a bit of the cilantro for some garnish whenever we plate up the pork chili verde. So let me stir this up. It looks fantastic. And now I'm just going to give it a taste, see if we need to put in any salt or anything else. Let me give it a taste. It is perfect, absolutely perfect. So follow the recipe, and by the way, you can download that recipe on our website, and the link will be below for you. So let me get this plated up, and we'll show you at the end of what it's going to look like, and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, now I'm going to plate up this wonderful pork chili verde for us. So just put some here in a nice bowl like this. Look at that. That looks delicious already. Now, what I do is I put some sour cream on top. Of course, that's completely optional that you do that. And then I put in some cheese around here. Then I put in some fresh cilantro, just like this, and dress it up like that. Of course, you can eat this with some tortillas. You could actually wrap it up in the tortilla and have it as a burrito. This is one of my favorite ways to have this dish, and there's a great restaurant in Arizona that we go to all the time when we were there, and have this beautiful pork chili verde in the tortillas as a burrito. It's really fantastic. All right, that wraps up the show today. I want to thank you very much for watching, and do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, become a part of the Cooking with Peter family. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching the video from, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.